In the world of cybersecurity, few names stand out as much as John McAfee. A man whose life was as enigmatic as the software he created, McAfee's story is one of brilliance, controversy, and an obsession with freedom that would ultimately define him, and in some ways, destroy him. Born in 1945 in Gloucestershire, England, John David McAfee had a childhood marked by both privilege and pain. His father, a World War II veteran, struggled with alcoholism and depression, leaving John to grow up feeling isolated. But his brilliance in mathematics and technology quickly set him apart from the rest. John's first love was computers. By the late 1980s, McAfee was working for NASA, then later for Lockheed Martin. But it was in 1987, when he founded his eponymous software company, that McAfee truly made his mark. The world was entering the digital age and cyber threats were becoming a reality. McAfee Antivirus was one of the first software products designed to detect and eliminate computer viruses, a game changer in a world rapidly becoming dependent on technology. McAfee's rise was meteoric. His company became synonymous with cybersecurity. But McAfee was never just about business. He was a man driven by a desire for freedom, independence, and adventure. But as McAfee's software became ubiquitous, cracks began to appear. In the early 1990s, McAfee's obsession with innovation led him to make risky decisions, some that would soon backfire. The software that had once brought him fame now started to look outdated. McAfee's business decisions were increasingly erratic. In 1994, he stepped down as CEO of the company he founded, and by 1997, McAfee Antivirus was a shadow of its former self, ultimately sold to Intel in 2011 for billions. After leaving McAfee, John McAfee's life took a dark turn. In the years that followed, his behavior became increasingly erratic. He moved to Belize, where he was accused of multiple crimes, including involvement in a mysterious murder investigation. In Belize, McAfee became a polarizing figure. He was accused of drug use, eccentric behavior, and even a connection to the mysterious death of his neighbor, Gregory Fall. McAfee, however, would always claim innocence. And it was here in the heart of Central America that his personal and professional lives collided in an explosive fashion. Freedom, McAfee's true obsession. He spent the next decade running from authorities, living in multiple countries while making bold, bizarre statements about government surveillance, privacy, and the digital age. McAfee, actor. I've lived my whole life in pursuit of freedom. Freedom from government, freedom from the system. No one can control me, not then, not now, not ever. McAfee's final years were spent jumping from country to country, making wild claims about everything from cryptocurrency to the surveillance state. His social media presence became a blend of conspiracy theories, self-promotion, and an almost manic desire to provoke. In 2020, McAfee was arrested in Spain at the request of the United States government, who sought to bring him to trial for tax evasion. McAfee's final years were marked by a battle against extradition, but in June 2021, just hours after a Spanish court approved his extradition, John McAfee was found dead in his prison cell. The cause of his death was ruled as suicide, but rumors persisted. McAfee had always hinted at a possible end like this, a final escape from a system he despised. John McAfee's life was a cautionary tale, a story of innovation, rebellion, and tragedy. But whether you loved him or loathed him, there's no denying his impact on the world of cybersecurity, privacy, and the way we think about freedom in the digital age. John McAfee may be gone, but his legacy lives on through the software, the controversies, and the questions he left behind. The world may never fully understand him, but one thing is clear: his pursuit of freedom never wavered.